Yo, what is up guys? So welcome back to another video. And yes, I know it's been a while since I've been making a video, but yeah. So welcome to a new series of mine called Tank Talk. Well, I'm planning to change it into military talk. Wait, no. That's also familiar to a certain someone. As I was saying, welcome to this series of mine where I talk about combat vehicles. Not surprising, right? Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about a very unique vehicle, the PBV 301 or Pansarbandvagn 301. Uh, okay. So the Panzerbandwagen 301 or armored fighting vehicle 301 is a Swedish IFV, which actually acts more like a APC since it has no ATGMs to defend itself. Goddamn, I keep stuttering. This was made during the Cold War, yet it is in the BR of 2.3 or 2.7. Why? Simple. The gun is pathetic. Wait, let me show you guys. Okay, maybe not against the T-26. Okay, of course it'll bounce. Oh, okay, it'll bounce shots off it. Okay, so yeah, against the T-26, yes, you can penetrate it, but against like Shermans, Matildas, which I'm pretty sure you will meet them all the time, you can't penetrate them because the gun is very weak. So that's why in War Thunder it's designated as an SPA, even though the gun traverse is actually not that good for an SPA. So yeah, and you guys may be wondering, wait, why does the wheels look familiar? That's because this thing is actually built around the Stridsvagn M41, which is Panzer 38T or Czechoslovakian LTVZ 38 or 35. I forgot the model. But so the PBV 301 is actually built around the Stridsvagn M41. Why? Because pretty sure the Swedish wanted a stopgap IFV before like something like the PBV 501 or Stridsfordon 9040. Am I being confusing? I'm sorry. As I was saying. So yeah, this is a stopgap IFV to be honest. Look, I'm not really sure. Even though I know tanks, that does not mean I know all of them. Anyway, so it's armed with a 20mm cannon, which is actually from an aircraft, the Saab 21. It is very good at dealing against infantry. Well, if I'm not stupid, it is. Okay. Okay, so yeah. So as I was saying, it is effective against infantry. Well, not against like that. However, However, it has no ATGM, so it can defend itself if it meets a tank. Which is, by the way, very important for IFVs back in the day, since you need like something to defend yourself with. Also, the mobility is not bad. Well, since it is based on an old chassis, it is actually kind of sluggish, so yeah. Also, the gun is... Wait. Remote controlled. Well, kind of. And you can actually ammo rack this thing by shooting somewhere there. So yeah, it is very pathetic. So yeah. Also, you don't really need to shoot the ammo rack. All you need to do is just shoot the fronts because, well, like I said, this thing is it's very pathetic. Okay, I'm sorry to anyone that loves the PvP. I just don't like it. Yes, I haven't played it before, but hey. So yeah. It also gets smoke grenades, which is probably airburst. They're not even airburst. What the hell? Okay. And it does not have neutral steering because, of course, it's a 1940 chassis. And you only have a crew of two: the driver and the gunner, who also acts as the loader and commander. Wait, no. The commander acts like a gunner and a loader. Okay. So, so the point of the series is I talk about the stories, I mean some of it at least, and tell you guys how to play this thing effectively. So here's a tip. I mean, as I was saying, so here's a way to play it perfectly. So do not treat the PVV like a light tank. it's very terrible at its job, at that job, because its gun is very pathetic and your mobility is not that good. So treat it more like a flanking vehicle like this. Also, since this is an SPA, treat it like one. Yes, I know the traverse is not good, only up to 75 degrees, I think. However, it's good enough for the BR because, well, most of the time you'll either face early monoplanes that have paper armor or something called the biplane. So yeah, that's the only way to effectively play this thing since this thing is so pathetic, but yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just testing something. This thing can't even damage a T-34's barrel. T-34's barrel, jeez. So, once you do unlock this, like I said, I suggest you play it more like an SPA, not a tank destroyer. This is not a ZSU or something. So yeah. So that's it for today's episode of Tank. I keep saying the wrong thing. As I was saying, so this is the wrong. Oh my god, sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. So this is the first episode of the series. So if you guys want me to talk about other tanks, or planes, or combat vehicles, tell me in the comments below. But not top tier ones. I haven't unlocked top tier yet. I mean I do have the 2S38. So yeah. Bushmaster ass cannon. So, thank you guys for watching. If I'm missing something, tell me in the comments. Anyway, see you next time. Later!